let me double check, make sure before I start. Well, I got it started really late, but I'll say this: I got a late work call tomorrow, so gotta make the best out of it. Oops, that was a little too loud. Let's open a YouTube on a random video. Anyway, since options, display. Let's go. Make sure. 1080p? Hell no, bro. Playing at the best quality possible. This game is old. This game is old. Alright, camera. Alright. I'll keep it a classic because that's what I got. That's what I got used to. Display sound. Subtitles on. Display language. So I would like to have my select in-game text in Japanese. If I can have like the voice acting in Japanese, that would be awesome. But I don't think that's gonna be a. I don't think that's gonna be an option here. Let's go with normal. Oh, really?
まどか、なんか思い出せた？
Oh, it's in Japanese. I love this.
ずいぶん前のことだし。私たち5人が写っていたのは確かにこの建物ね。ねえ美咲、本当にここに来ればよかったのかな。写真の場所でも何も思い出せなかったし。もう帰ろう。私の言う通りにしてればいいの。まどかもあんな風になりたいの。そう、私たちを見てしまった。次は私たちの番だ。神隠しにあった5人が順番に。
Hey yo, what the hell's wrong with the audio cue?
そういえばこの感じ。どこに連れて行くの？連れて行かないで。
I got no idea what's going on. Why? There was like. Objective. Okay. This game is old. This feels like PlayStation 3 era. I think this is when they ditched the angle cameras and they went for over the shoulder camera. So it doesn't really play that well. And I don't know what's up with the intro cutscene. I don't know what's up with the intro cutscene, but that shit did not fly well with me. Like there was like a delay between the audio and what's going on, what was shown in display. Six. I already figured that out by myself. Quick turn. Okay. Good to know that. I did not know that part. Is that Misaki's flashlight? I almost said flashlight.
これ美咲美咲
At least now they display the objective in your face, so that way you don't get lost. Well, not really lost, but you know where you're going. Nothing inside. Misaki? What
こ
does
こ
it
に
say?
鍵があるかも
Closed doors. My biggest enemy. Bro, you can just crack that window open. Only had a key. Or if only you could use, you know, the flashlight. Looks pretty sturdy as a weapon to break the crystal open from the outside. Reminds me of that episode of what's it called? Supernatural, where Dean has to. Let me check if it opened by any chance. No, it's still closed. That episode where Dean is in the cemetery and he's trying to break a piece of like very heavy piece of like what looked like a crystal to me, and he's like banging he's using his arms, he's banging the gun against the window or whatever, the piece of what's supposed to be like a very heavy glass. And he's like leaving the cemetery where he's like, oh come on Dean, he grabbed the pistol he was using to whack it and just shoots it and breaks it. I feel like that, like with a lot of video game characters, like it's kind of like that in video game where you're like When you have a gun, you have weapons, you can kick open a door. Not in this case, but you know, in a lot of logical situations, in that stupid door or some stupid obstacle gets in the way. What's happening, Soto? So this is Fatal Frame 4? Yeah, it's Fatal Frame 4, man. I had to. It's actually so after Fatal Frame 3, they ditch numbers and they just go with subtitle with sub names, right? So this is not. It is Fatal Frame 4, but it's Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. But the app wasn't letting me put Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse because it too many characters. So I had to just ditch that and just put Fatal Frame 4, which sucks. I was just talking about the logic in video games. Like you're some tough guy with guns, muscles, and everything like under the sun, right? You're a tough guy, and a stupid wooden door or wooden plank gets in the way. Oh, you cannot open it. You need to find this special object, the special key to open this thing so you can continue, right? And I was using the scene. There's a scene. Oh, that's scary. There's a scene in Supernatural, the first season, I believe, where Dean's in the cemetery, trying to get. That was scary. There's the scene where Dean is in the cemetery and he's like banging. He needs to get to this specific door, this special doll that to burn it because it has hair of the ghost that they're trying to kill. And he's he's using his gun. He has a pistol. He's banging the what is it? This container, this glass container. There's a very heavy or sturdy glass. He's banging the glass container with his gun, and he cannot like have access to it. He's living the what is it called? The Pantheon. When he like suddenly he realizes, and he's like, "Oh come on, Dean!" He goes back and starts shooting the container, and gets access to the doll. And I was like, that's so funny. I wish like most of the that's scary. I was like video games were kind of like that. You can examine the various objects found in your inventory object that can be examined will gleam when you shine your flashlight over them. Or it's like characters in video games were like kind of like more aware, like, oh, you need to find a key to open this door. And the character's like, I got a shotgun. It's like, let me go find that key, and then he like realizes, oh, I have a shotgun. Those uniforms and other items are scattered inside the display case. If an object shines after you pass your light over it, you can reach it. Oh, so this is when we start doing that crap of how in Fatal Frame 2, the remake, sometimes people like reach out to grab an object and suddenly a ghost would grab your hand or something. This is when we started, apparently, because it's showing like that same thing, like the object is there and your character slowly reaching to it, like preparing if something's gonna grab you or not. If you put the key to the museum on top of my desk. Nurse's memo. I put the key to the museum on top of my desk. There are a lot of irreplaceable objects in the museum, so please take care to keep the door locked at all times. There we go. There we go. I don't know what's going on. I was thinking that too in Silent Hill F when I get to Rincos and find out the bride out of the bridge out of town is destroyed anytime. It's something like that. I always wonder why they just go around or the. Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's just ridiculous, you know. Like they're not that aware. Um, I guess they're like in supernatural cases. Like yeah, sure. In a scenario like this, where the door doesn't open and you like shoot it, you can make the case that because we got ghosts going around, it becomes like a supernatural thing. You know what this reminds me to? Give me a second. This reminds me to. Nope. What am I doing? I'm trying to type here.
Cool. Can you give me a sec?
Alan, we are so fucked.
Cool. Can you give me a sec?
Alan, we are so fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make the argument that supernatural's involved. Yeah, I know. Something fell behind me. That scared me. That something fell behind me. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm not looking behind me.
思い出せない。思い出したくない。早くここから出ないと。美咲を探さないと。
I hate the classic, you know, tank controls, but I kind of miss the camera angles. I don't know, it just gave it a charm that third person takes away. I kind of understand why there's a fan base for that type of camera angle, you know. I kind of see the why. Bro, I heard something fell behind me, like a pencil or something. Now I can't stop looking behind me. I have the awful feeling that there's actually someone behind me. Lady, can you please run faster? Your being followed is so creepy. I know, man. Bro, well, back when I was a kid, I kind of like I grew in not in a haunted house. So my mom, after my parents' divorce, my mom moved back to my grandpa's, and my grandpa has a basement, but the basement is kind of like a second house. You know, you have access to a direct door that has access to the exterior, so it feels just like another house. But we always had this feeling of being watched down there. Yeah, no. Oh, she's right there, man. She's right freaking there. Why you even look, man? I wonder if this game ever had a E3 presentation.
Misaki?
Misaki. Just gonna shine my flashlight. If something glows, then I can grab it. What is this? No way! Oh, look what we got here! Just an old camera, but there's something about it. Maybe you should grab it, you know? Could this be the origins of the original camera? Look at that. There are a bunch of cameras in here. Could they all be like a different type of camera obscura? Look at that. We can grab this. Professor Aso's notes. Aso's. Kunihiko Aso is written on it. I think that's the guy that created the Fatal Frame. Yes, that legit sounds scary. Were you ever scared of witches? Oh yeah, yeah. Back home. Back home, there were like a lot of rumors of witches and stuff like that. And my neighbor was a whole female. She was into some of that stuff, and like old relatives from what I heard from my grandma's side, they actually did that crap, you know. I don't personally partake on it, but all of that shit is real, you know. Like all of that crap is real, and my won't say much, you know. Not my personal story to give, but my dad had a little play with the Ouija board, and my grandma's house was haunted for months, you know, and my family may be very religious, but liars they ain't. So when I tell you that my dad told me what happened, you know, eventually. He didn't want to tell me as I grow, but eventually my dad cracked and he told me once I was an adult. Will one day I'd speak about the story? Yeah, maybe I one day probably will say what happened. But as for now, I'm gonna keep it within, you know, family doors. But all of that crap is real. So when people say they seen ghosts or they heard things or they smelled things, like, hey, you should probably pay a little bit more attention than could be nothing. Most of the time it's nothing, but you never know. Like, there's always the possibility that there's something more going on. Those with spiritual potential can see shadows form invisible to the average person, the soul of the dead, vestige of thoughts left behind in a place. My camera obscura was created to capture these clues to the spirit world, and I now have a chance to improve its capabilities even further. Yeah, this is the Asos is the creator. So I hope this game indulges more. This is kind of like one of those characters that's like it's been has a presence, a strong presence in the Fatal Frame franchise, and we don't know much about him. Anything then he created the camera obscura and then vanished, or you don't really hear much about him. Um, in the course of my research here, oh here, so it is in this place. I have discovered that the material used in mask making on Rogetsu ISO can improve the camera's obscura's ability to capture those shadowy forms on film. I have also come to believe that the camera obscura holds a power greater than I had ever expected. This is the power of the camera obscura to affect these shadows when photographing them. It is something like the exorcism that those with spiritual potential refer to. This is my experiment on this island that have brought me to this bold conviction. I have decided to donate a camera obscura to the owner of the hotel. I did not explain why I was donating it, but I cannot help but feel that there will come a day when the island will need the power of the camera obscura. I only hope that I am wrong and that such a day will never come. So that kind of like emphasized on the my theory, right? Not necessarily mine, but that there were like multiple cameras obscuras, and how was there a camera obscura in that town where the Crimson Butterfly took place, or in the first game, or in the third game? Yep. Yeah, this is gonna be our camera now. It'd rather be nothing than something. I'm not sure. I could handle something. Just pray, man. That's all you really need. But just pray. And the Bible says, "Do not be afraid." Don't be afraid. When Jesus said his not his disciple, but when he talked to the people from those areas to in his name shout out demons and stuff like that, and people were doing it. He said like, I gave you power over snakes and scorpions, I believe. People were doing that in the name of Christ. They were like chanting out spirits and stuff like that in the old days, you know. So God has given you the power to expel evil presences. You know, that's it. Like, you don't really need to be afraid, and that's kind of like the big point. First step, don't be afraid. Second step is you have that power. Send it away. You're only gonna give these things as much power as you allow them to have. Jump scare. Watch it. We're gonna have a jump scare. Oh! The camera spirit is a special camera with the power of view and seal away the inconceivable. When a wraith appears, you can seal it away by taking photos of it with the camera obscura. Taking a photo, press watch, take out the camera obscura while holding the camera, press RT and take a picture. Lock on, press and hold, aim, camera. Okay, go keep the camera aim, did it automatically. How do I take the picture? Oh, so there's more to it. So you have to scan it, hold it, and then take the picture. So there's multiple buttons involved. What I don't understand is why in the video itself there's no like the lip sync. You know, the audio is not synchronized with the video. I'm not necessarily a believer of such things, but I don't disbelieve either. I just think it isn't smart to dabble with things I don't understand. That is actually correct. Just don't mess with it. In that's a thing. Just don't mess with it. It's that simple. These dolls are red kimono are called Posuki dolls and are traditional of the Roketsu Island. Their origin is not known for certain, but they are said by someone to have originated as dolls made by parents in memory of their deceased children. On some islands in the area, the dolls are said to be unlucky, but here on Rogetsu Island, they are placed in various different locations in order to warm up the fruits. Sorry. I didn't eat earlier. I feast. I ate so much. Tomorrow I'm gonna show up to work. I'm not even gonna walk to work. I'm rolling to work. Gee. Yeah, I noticed that too. It made the jump scare not effective. LOL. I was like, yeah. I was like, what the hell? I was more upset. That of that issue than anything. Bro, if something like that happened to me, I'm just taking pictures at random, bro. I'm like John Wick, but instead with a gun, I'm doing that shit with the camera, man. I'm jumping, I'm taking pictures here and there. I'm not aiming, bro. I'm just shooting. Seems to fix itself.
私には小さい頃の記憶がない。私がいた島のこと、住んでいた家のこと、そして父のことも。私たちが神隠しにあった以前のことは何も思い出せない。一緒に見つかった4人もあの時のことは覚えていない。かすかに思い出せるのは一つの旋律。いつもここで途切れてしまう。音楽とともによみがえる記憶のかけら。この記憶は
Piano is such a beautiful instrument. It is.
あれが
I mean, I think stuff like that has and can happen. It just hasn't to me, and I think I tried to rationalize a lot.
二人の友達が死んだ。
Yeah,
マリエと
for
トモエ。
real, there are a lot of people that
神隠しにあったうちの二
immediately
人。
hear like, or they see like weird stuff going on. They immediately like
まどかは
think it's spirits, and then
美咲と
their
島に行
brain
くと私に
creates
告げ、
that spirit that when could have been something completely
あ
logical
の島
happening.
へは近寄らないで。ルカ、お母さん、知らない方がいいことがあるの。でも、
Okasa.
私は確かめたい。あの時、何があったのか。そして、失った記憶の先に何があるのか。
The summoning phase 1, Rika Minazuki. Ruka Minazuki. So, real quick. Like I was saying, it's gonna be sometimes, things that can be easily explained, and people are gonna be like, oh, it's a ghost, it's a spirit, and then their mind creates that spirit that they think it's haunting them. When in reality, it's just things that can easily be explained, you know? But then we got like very, what is it called? We got people that are very skeptic, and then they have things like this happening to them, and they believe it can be reasonably explained, but they have when in reality they're actually being haunted by something evil. So it's like we gotta be careful with both extremes, you know. You can't be too believe in the things, because then your mind will create those situations, and you cannot be too skeptic, because your mind will deceive you when the actual, you know, when you're actually going through things like that. I do think that there are far too many stories and similarities between them to just be completely a coincidence, though. Kind of like statistical probability. I don't know. I don't know what you mean like that. Oh, that scary face is appearing again. I don't know what you mean with that. With scientific probability, but you know, there's a pattern. There's a pattern when there's actually a ghost. There's a pattern when there's a demon. There's a I think like the biggest pattern that you can see is in the walls, or like plugs or stuff like that. There's like goo, like some type of like black goo coming out like in the walls, sedimenting in places. That's called ectoplasm, you know. But that's like when that happens, it's like the presence is so strong that it literally materializes that kind of like matter in the walls and stuff like that, you know. So this is a girl. We don't know why. She came to this island, to her home. We don't know why. All alone? All alone in the combat zone. Press R, B, and X to start snap mode. Open snap mode from the first time. Here you can freely position and manipulate characters. Oh! Okay, okay. So this is when we started with the whole photo mode. So this is actually an improvement, really. Lens. Enhanced blue. Monochrome sepia. Noise. Shocking. Dark. BW. Film grain. Psychic lens. None. This really kind of like fits the game itself, the game world. Character. Yo, wait, yo, hey, yo, what the hell? What? Yo, whoa, 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 whoa! The hell, man? Where are you trying to? What are you trying to do? Meow, are you kidding me? Alright, no, I'm done. Oh yeah, so is there any connection to previous games? I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. I know that the third game, the third game had the very, I wouldn't say disappointing ending, more like it went for its own ending, you know. It didn't explain what happened to Miku. It didn't explain what happened to Kai or Kei or whatever his name. He, depending on your choices, he can or cannot survive. In my world, he got spirited away, so he didn't survive. Miku, last time we saw her, she was bed stricken. I assume because we stopped the curse. the blue tattoo woman's curse, I assume she woke up, but they don't really show it. By statistical probability, I meant that there's more likely that there's some truth to those stories than not, if that makes sense. I could also be completely using that wrong. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I know that there's some connivers out there that will make ghost stories to get out like a free out of jail card, like by putting dementia, or there's gonna be, but there's always gonna be like the probability that there are actually cases like that where people, they're not playing victim and they're actually like, they said for example like the case with Amityville Horror Story, you know. Some people call it fake, some people call it true. If it is fake, why hasn't no one lived there in such a long time, you know? Nobody wants to live there. Why is there like some people have taken pictures there and there's like the ghost of a child or something? If it is fake, you know. I know this place somehow. I wanted to make a reaction video today, but I woke up so late. Man, I watched the Spider-Man movie last night. It's a great movie. Go watch it. It's a great movie. Go watch it. That's all I have to say about it. But I could only find a spot with my friends around for the last play of the night, which was like a 12 a.m. in the morning. That really is such a scary movie too. Yeah, it is. But it's such a good movie to watch with friends, to be honest. I posted a Roketsu Kagura. It's into the Pig Island scenery, but it's faded and hard to distinguish. Oops, sorry. This game kind of feels like Resident Evil 6, not gonna lie. It has like a very, what's it called, a blue filter on it that just doesn't quite fit well. Nope. It also gates block access to the landing. There's a note stuck in between the bars. A scrap of paper with writing on it. It looks like Madoka's handwriting. Note from Madoka. Adult pain has laid heavy in my heart, even since I laid eyes on Rogetsu Iso. Looming ahead of us, why does the mere sight of the island make it so difficult for me to breathe when I don't remember anything about the time spent there? Misaki could be right. There might just be something here. When she suddenly told me she was going to Rogetsu Isle, I followed her, out of concern. Misaki was so determined to come here, it was frightening. She still won't tell me when this is all about. The island is getting closer now. Misaki's looking at it coldly, as though her gaze were the only thing pinning it to the horizon, the only thing keeping it from slipping away into the night. With Marie and Tomoe already gone, I couldn't bear to lose Misaki as well.
これは
So, that's two vouchers I trust. Oh my god. Yeah, a coworker went to go see it and said it was a good, so I'm thinking it might be worth seeing. Oh well, that's the vouchers I trust. Yeah, go ahead. Like, the movie's pretty long. Like I said, like, my movie started at 12:15, And I didn't make it back to my room until 3 a.m. in the morning. I love Sundays, not gonna lie. Oh wait, hold on, what's going on here? Awesome Monsieur Madoka might be in this room. Find Madoka. She already took the camera. Wait, the camera, grab the camera! Damn it! I don't think I can grab it. But there's a camera. There was once a great disaster on this island, which almost destroyed it and caused Roketsu Isle to become feared as a place close to the underworld. However, it has recovered from the disaster and is no longer closed off to people from outside Roketsu Island. As an outsider, I had anticipated resistance to my visitation. To my surprise, the chief welcomed me gladly to the island, seemingly in the hope that I will help introduce its native culture, such as the Kagura festival and traditional Roketsu engraving and craftsmanship to the outside world. I came to Roketsu Island to look for materials for my camera obscura because of the unique indigenous culture, the folklore, of which is based upon the moon. In the folklore, the sun represents the outer of the things that, and the moon the inner. The moon therefore represents a memory, personality, and the soul. Believing that the soul is connected to the underworld after the body dies, they say that the moon is a symbol of that world as well as a gateway into it. They have a Kagura festival where the souls of the dead return to this world, and the most important element of that festival is the mask worn by the participants. The mask worn by the maiden during the Kagura is the point of contact between the living world and the world of the dead. The underworld represented by the moon, a mask that connects to the underworld. There are many kinds of masks on this island, and I hope to greatly advance my paranormal research by investigating them all. I think this game, they don't carry on the group also Madoka. There's a note from the camera. Look at the Madoka's writing. Misaki and I are making our way towards Rocket's call. The dizziness I felt on the way here has only gotten worse since we arrived on Rocket's Isle. The air here is deathly still. It feels so bad to breathe. There's something about the smell of this place. I've had memories rekindled by certain smells and uses before. Like when I heard the tune Ruka Road, I remember things, but not clearly. Sensation of textures, burst of air, burst of pain, vague things that can be expressed in words. But this time is different. I feel a dark mass rising up inside my body. It's going to penetrate my head. We should have waited for Ruka. Oh, so there are 3 female friends that decided to make a YouTube vlog and come to a dangerous island. The filament shown at the top of the center of the screen indicates supernatural presence. It turns red in the presence of wraith and yellow if the ghosts are specters. When other forces are present, it turns blue instead. Item filament. The item filament shown in the lower right corner of the screen glows blue when you are near an item or something that can be examined. Yeah, did I grab the camera? shattered glass case. Why was the door open? It's not even locked. The camera spirit seems to be. Maybe if I take a photo of the door with it. Something appeared in the photo. It showed 5 masks hanging on the wall. Are you gonna grab that? Get 3 blue spirit stones. Blue spirit stone can be used to upgrade the basic abilities of your camera, obscura, or spirit stone flashlight. Select camera, obscura, or spirit stone flashlight from the menu screen, then enhancement, and choose the ability you want to upgrade. Personally, I think the old way to upgrade your camera was better. There are some newspaper climbing of articles about mass disappearance on the island. At approximately 4:30 p.m. yesterday, the capital of the Oboromaru Rogetsu Isle reported the death of multiple Rogetsu Islanders. All of the bodies were found with their hands covering their faces, leading the police to fear an outbreak of some kind of infectious disease. And no survivors found. The police plan to continue the search for those islanders whose whereabouts have yet to be determined while recovering the bodies. Despite everyone in the island being either missing or dead, there were no signs of any conflict or foul play. Faced with nothing to go and but the sudden disappearance of the island's population, and without any evidence of natural disaster, the police remain baffled by the bizarre incident. That's awful. It's kind of a bummer they didn't resolve the story of 3 from the sounds of it. Yeah, I mean, like, the story had a conclusion, you know. It had a conclusion from the perspective of our protagonist, you know. Had a conclusion of her story, but we don't know what happened to Mio. We don't know what happened to Miku. We don't know what happened to Kei. If he even come back, if he got spirited away, we don't know. Most likely it's explained somewhere. We just need to look for it. Maybe in this game they explain it. I don't know. It's an old newspaper article about Professor Aso's visit to this building. It must be from the time this museum was established. Mainland scientist Professor Kunihiko Aso has arrived on Rogetsu Isle. The professor, having a deep knowledge of folklore studies, wishes to study the legend of the tradition of our island. He also be present to observe the Rogetsu Kagura to be held tomorrow. Hopefully this will lead to many more visitors coming to us from the mainland. Also, it has been announced that the room where the professor is staying at Rogetsu Hall will be made into a museum in his honor. Alright, so he stayed in this room and then turned into a museum in his honor. I got you. Is this him? Could this be him? The legendary Kunihiko Aso. It's a portrayal of Kunihiko Aso. The painting is so damaged that the face can no longer be made out. It looked like a white man, to be honest. Bro, at that point, I'm sprinting back to the docks, out of the island. I'm not sprinting. I'm flying. I'm hovering. You see a guy just fly. I'm a live person. goes. With the camera still equipped while holding visual around. Let me go! Such a bad angle. Ah! You go back to the kitchen, woman! Where was I? Yeah, you know the warframes? Yeah, that's me. Out of my way to the island. I'm not running. I'm a literal space ninja flying out of the island. That's me. It's kind of a bummer. So, oh, okay, I already read that. Is this the power of the camera obscura? Yes, it is the power of the camera obscura. I will say this protagonist is more cuter than all the other protagonists. Trying to figure out the camera options. Manual. Here it is. Camera obscura. Enhancements. Increase the spirit point received from the decode. Spirit power! I don't know. Max power. Increase the damage dealt to those. Yep. Alright then, I can't do anything. Oh, I got the 07 film. Oh, they get a little dead scene now. Get a warframe that swims. No need for a boat. I like her outfit. Yeah, you actually. Now that I mentioned about outfits, I got DLC outfits. I don't know how to get them though. I guess. So now they changed the after I got used to the tank controls, they changed that for me. So now it's the complete opposite. Yeah. My God, I'm gonna have to get used to these new cameras. At least I can just press a button and continue moving forward. Thank God that was closed. I think they did like a 20-year anniversary with this game, and that's the DLC. So I think I can have a save. I think I can get all of the previous characters closed. Boy running away. Get him! Customs. Swimsuit. Chinese dressing. The sensitivity for it, that's wild. I'm not even doing much. The sensitivity is wild. Blue. Nightwear blues. I don't know what these are. Item has to be unlocked. Okay, I like this. Organ mask from Getsu. Cat ears. Do not judge me. Low clothes. Extras. This was obviously the original character design. I like her outfit. You know, you just started this one, but what's next after you beat this one? They really have a swimsuit option, but then again, I'd be disappointed if it wasn't. No, I know. You know what? Just for you, just for you. Just for you, man. After this game, there's another one. After that, there's gonna be Silent Hill F. Sorry, not Silent Hill F. Silent Hill Downhill or something like that. There's a new Silent Hill coming up, so I'm gonna buy that. Also, the new Star Wars game is about to drop. I also looking forward to that. I guess the new Star Wars game is gonna be a break for all the horror. I would like for Mari to just be capable of just chilling and watching, without having her, you know, be scared or anything. So it's gonna be a good break, you know, from horror, and then we're going back with Silent Hill. I'm not planning on what's it called? I'm not planning on pre-ordering that game because it'd be kind of like a little bit disappointing. I always saw it seems like they want to, like, it's heavily influencing what's going on in the West with, you know, with the whole anti-imperialism bullshit. It seems like it, you know, it seems like it. But I don't really know. I don't really know. Oh yeah, how did she handle the stream earlier? Oh, she was just listening to me talk. There's a kitchen behind the counter. That's your place, woman. Get there. Her destiny is calling. The kitchen. My God. She handled it pretty well. I literally didn't took a picture of anything. It was just the wall. So we talked a lot until she went and did her hair, and then she went to buy food. A spirit stone, let's go. All I need is like 20 more. The mirror stone, yes. Examinate. It's a large stone fireplace. Judging by the lack of firewood, it hasn't been used in a long time. You don't say. You know, kind of think about it. There's probably places like this in the world. You know, where there's like abandoned buildings and stuff like that. But what really this is it? You can probably find like pianos and stuff like that just completely abandoned. It's like Malaka's handwriting. I need to write something, doesn't matter what. Go to keep writing or it'll disappear. If I stop writing, I lose it all. Got to keep writing. It's no good. I don't know. It's all over. It's getting closer. Melting. Mom, help. Help. Stop it. Stop it, all of you. Stop shaking me like I'm a toy. I got most of the day after waking up without eating much, but once night hits, my stomach decides to open for business. That's true. Oh my god. That's so true. Alright. Must be luck from the other side. Are you kidding me? Would you stay a night at the hotel they use in The Shining? Absolutely. Just for one night? Sure. If a kid survive for like 5 nights, I can do one. There's something there. I wonder how much this game feels like it's gonna be very linear. Like you leave one area, you go back. Got the blast lens. Lens can be equipped on the camera's screen. Spirit stone flashing priority. Select camera screen or spirit stone flashlight from the menu screen. Then lenses to equip different lenses. Spirit points. Takes a more powerful shot than usual. A projector. Like it takes really real type films. Let's try this again. Alright, since it's gonna be permanent close, even though I already looked everything here. How do I access the... There we go, map. This is closed. Getting the key for that. I need to go back. That door is closed. It's made for dining hall. The writing on the old sign is hardly readable. Most likely we're gonna be back here later. But I feel like this game is gonna be pretty short. It feels like it's gonna be a very short game. Oh, I see what I have to do here. There was earlier. There was like the frame of a mask. As long as there's a butler in the bathrooms, I'll be happy. Alright. I mean, sounds good. I forgot anything about that movie. Like, it's been a while since I watched that movie, but it sounds like there was a butler in the bathroom. I feel like there's supposed to be like I'm thinking like I'm lost. There's gotta be something here. Oh, why is the projector if I cannot use it? Just gonna be looking around. That's a sad imagery. That's an eclipse. There's a new Halloween game that comes out next month. I'm kind of excited for that. What's the new Halloween game? Is it like actual like Michael Myers Halloween, or if it is solo, I'll buy it. But if it is like one of those cheap multiplayer where they have like 5 versus 1, I'll drop it. Oh my god, I remember when they were gonna first release this new Predator game, Playing Grounds or something like that. I was like, oh my god, I saw the gameplay, this was awesome. And then oh yeah, it's a multiplayer 5v1 where the Predator has to hunt the other place. I was like, no, why? I wanted like an actual Predator game, like so bad. Look how the thing in the floor starts growing. The mask, one that appears in the photo. Wait, one that's missing. Stupid kid. I didn't even see what happened. The stupid cameras. My god. I couldn't see what happened. I couldn't take a picture of the kid or something, but no. Imagine they made a sequel or remaster Predator Concrete Jungle. Yeah, I wish, man. But it's like 20th Century Fox doesn't know what to do with Predator. I'll tell you what to do with the Predator if you don't know. You make it a video game franchise because any of the movies I've been dropping, they're ass. They recently made a good Predator movie. That one was pretty good. Batman or it was a pretty good Predator movie, but other than that, man, it was just I'm fighting the game mechanics, man. I'm fighting the game controls. Finally. What if the other I have to go to the other door. Let me check the other door. But yeah, man, I felt like that like 20th Century Fox doesn't know what to do with Predator, man. Make an anime, for Christ's sake. Make an anime of Predator. Based in Japan. It's so obvious, man, what they have to do. A Predator in the samurai times. And how would the samurais would like come together to fight this menace? What about in Africa? At any time, man, like anywhere. Do anything with the Predator, bro. It's kind of sad what they're doing. They're just letting that franchise burn to death. Oh, who that was animated? It was an anthology. I gotta check it out. I gotta check that out. Costumes. I'm gonna pick the OG ones. I like the Chinese one. But I wonder where the sensitivity for this is so crazy. I can't. Ah, there we go. The story was set in the Viking era, during samurai era in Japan, and one in World War II with a pilot. I gotta check it out. Can you give it a name? I gotta check it out before I go to sleep. Instruction. Okay. Click on how to open the page. Bro, I'm fighting this controller so much. They're not easy. Found a pamphlet. The Rogetsu Kagura is far the most important tradition festival on Rogetsu Isle. It is held only once every 10 years. The highlight of the festival is the Kagura itself, taking place at the Temple of the Lunar Eclipse. A maiden known as the Vessel and 5 girls known as organs perform a sacred dance. Why not use the Kagura as a chance to visit Rogetsu Isle and experience its rich history? About the... Oh, there's a... There's a door over here. Engraved key. I would have never found this door to begin with. It's called Predator Killer of Killers. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Is it? Why is there a stuffed mummy in here? Now, Rocket's investigation stalls. 2 weeks into the investigation, there is still no sign of the missing Rocketsu Islanders. Investigators have expressed fear that the case would be closed on this mass disappearance, including due to a complete lack of leads to follow. Many bodies were found with their hands covering their faces. Expressions leading investigators to suspect a connection between the appearance of these bodies and their cause of death. While the cause has yet to be determined, the possibility of an outbreak of infectious disease has apparently been ruled out. Something wrapped and sheeted. It's propped up against the wall. The outline looks human in shape. It must be a mannequin. Yeah, sure, a mannequin. With so many disappearances, that is a high possibility. So I didn't get anything, just a sheet of paper. Check. Wait, it could be the possibility that that door didn't just open. Sorry, that key didn't just open that door. How do I check the upper stairs? That door's closed. Oh, we'll probably need to find the kid with the mask. So, we better just get to it. Something that I want to see from the Frenchers, but it isn't bad. I just think they kind of Disneyfied it. You'll see what I mean. The samurai story is the best, I think. The control, yeah. I mean, like, that is. Japan has won a massive war, and nobody is talking about it. And it's the culture war. Everyone right now loves Japan. Its history, its art, its everything. Everyone is loving everything about Japan. And nobody's talking about it. Japan has broken gold. Big time when it comes to like the culture. No, and I think a lot of that has to do with anime. You know, say what you want about the weebs, but it's because of the weebs. Japan has a huge support in anime, manga, everything. You name it. So say what you want about the weebs, but they won a war. Japan won a war. The huge cultural war. The red spirit stone. 5 red spirit stones. Turn a spirit on spirit stone flashing from the menu screen. Then enhancement and choose the lens you want to upgrade. I gotcha. You know, in the first game, I never managed to figure out what to do with the spirit stones. The the controls in this will drive me insane. Yeah, they are driving me insane, bro. Now saving. They definitely becoming more culturally significant among the Western world for sure. Yeah. Um, every culture has a thing, you know. There's gonna be cultures that are gonna be more favored. You know, in this generation, the Japanese culture is right now is gonna be favored more. Maybe in the next 10 years that will shift towards either back to America because the whole thing with what's going on over here at the West with Trump and stuff like that, or it's gonna shift to Korea. Right now, Korea, they're making great animes, you know, and that could impact the next generation. To instead of looking after Japan, it's gonna be after Korea, and that could, you know, balance things out over there. And in general, like everything in Japan is very beautiful, very artistic, and like their traditions and stuff like that is kind of like alien for us in the West. So it makes sense that something that is kind of alien, you're gonna be more drawn in more drawn to it because something that is completely different, you're gonna like see it like something new, something, or in some cases you're gonna see it a lot better than your culture or whatever, you know. But it's not really that. That's always has to be the case, you know. Once like the the honeymoon phase for something and starts vanishing, then you start seeing like the cracks in the mask. Same with everything, you know. People phase one, people are in love with Japan, they're in love with the culture and everything, etc., etc. And then they start realizing that everything is, you know, sunshine and you know, stars and sunshine, whatever, how people say it. And then, you know, people are gonna say, okay, so my culture does this better, but I take a lot of this from this other culture. Gotta keep an eye on my right corner because that kind of like gives you like a hint of there's something like a puzzle or something you gotta do. But it's like it's so dim that you kind of miss it. And I already went through most of this area. I think it might be Korea. The K-dramas the release are watched by so many people. Yes, I know. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's most likely gonna shift to Korea or America. Most likely Korea, but I would like it to go to what is it called? To America because it will benefit me as an American, sort of American. See, I completely missed something here. Last Rogetsu survivor dies this morning at 10 a.m. The last remaining survivor of the mass disappearance incident on Rogetsu Isle died in the hospital. The irreversible physical and mental she sustained have and being identified as probable cause of death. Yo, that in the background, that noise kind of gives me that Silent Hill vibe. No place on earth is perfect. Everyone can find faults with everything if they look hard enough. But Japan has such rich history, and they're more unified people than other countries right now. Yeah, I think with the the issues that they're struggling, they're gonna unify, and I hope to see that Japan recovers from their problems that they have with birth. Oh, okay, I had to do this the whole time. Gotcha. I got no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I did. I have no idea what I did. I just wish I knew what I was doing half of the time. I feel like the game just the Fatal Frame franchise, they just dropped me in a pause. They're like, alright, figure it out, and now then do what you can. Just answer it, be like, Devil May Cry. Roberto's Pizzeria, an abortion clinic where yesterday's mistake is today's sauce. Sorry, we don't serve that here. I think the whole world has birth issues. No one wants to have babies. I think it's how demonized the idea of building a family has become over the years. You know, growing up, I remember my mom would be like, "Oh, don't have kids," and don't have kids, and you will see like, "Oh my God, having kids is so hard," blah blah blah. And you kind of like see that. You grow up seeing that. You're like, "I don't want to have kids," and you don't want to have kids, you know. And then you also have like the Hollywoods being like, "Oh, like focusing yourself," you know, like love yourself. Yourself is more important than having atrocious kids, and then, you know, like people are being psyop into not having kids. Like if it was like having kids is like the worst thing in the world. Well, it's not. It's not. Like I generally don't believe that's how it is. You know. I'm fighting the camera right now, so bad. Yeah, no. We're going this way. No, this is Patrick. No, this is Patrick. Hey, is this is dot 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 dot? I'll be like, no, this is Patrick. Examining. Several pieces of paper have been posted in the notice board. The letters are small, making the writing unclear and difficult to read. I think all the media growing up telling us we were all special might been a problem in hindsight. Yeah. Note from Madoka. Don't look at the face. If you look at the face, you lose it all. Can't see my face. Can't see my face. Just like the other two. That one ghost that doesn't have a face is probably one of the ghosts. The door is shut tight. The doorknob has run off, making it impossible to open. Just kick it. Yeah, I think it's a huge psyops, you know, into its own society. Sacred water, agua bendita. The room is full of kinds of strange things taken from around the building. A crystal radio and various books lie haphazardly in a broken cupboard. They all show signs of dilapidation and are completely beyond use. I start grabbing objects here. Kimiko Kiya. On an old tape. Gotta figure out where I can listen to it. Nice. Different film types have different levels of effectiveness. The more powerful the film, the more damage because take when having their pictures taken. Boy's diary. April 6th, rainy day. I found another thing to keep for myself today. It's a mask from the dining hall. They always take me away when I'm not looking. They know I don't like it. I have to get the pieces back again. I put the mask I found today under the bed, so no one can find it. No one will take it from me this time. If they do, I'll get them. Watch it. I'm gonna get grabbed. Fatal frame. When Wraith attacks, you have a chance of capturing a fatal frame. If you time it correctly, you'll take a fatal frame which grants bonus effect. Fatal frame stuns the enemy and inflicts a huge amount of damage while the enemy is stunned. You can string together multiple fatal frames into combo. If you equip the alarm upgrade, the fatal frame icon at the top of the screen will start flashing to let you know when to snap the picture. Damn it! Damn it! Voice Starter 2. It isn't right. Someone took it. If I don't hurry, I'll start disappearing. Who did it? Give it back. 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 Disappearing. Give it back. Also, technology advancing as fast as it has probably threw everyone for a loop. So many jobs that existed when I was growing up don't exist now. And also, there's a, it costs more to live. Yeah, the inflation is kind of like what, kind of like messing us up with the cost of living. But I'll say this, we can, everything is fixable, you know, everything is fixable. Just how we as society will come together and we, don't part picture, musical instrument, and other objects of value. Everything is fixable. It all depends of how we as society will come together to fix things, to fix this issue that we have in hand, you know? My take in, about, looks like the mask in the dining hall, it could be the missing one. Let's go put it back where it belongs. Just throw a damn flashlight at that thing. Like I was saying, my take on it, we need to kick out all the illegals first. Let's begin there. First, start with this damn road. Why start there? Because first of all, by having such or sub spike in population, housing becomes more pricing because more people are looking for houses, so houses become more costly, you know. Then there are gonna be people from other countries that they don't know how to drive, or they don't drive well. They're gonna start crashing their vehicles or drinking and driving, causing crashes and stuff like that. That also implodes in having issue with what's it called, with what are the companies, the insurance companies, making insurance prices go up, prices of cars go up, like everything's connected, you know. Cool. Man, president gets the window, get out of here. Like everything's connected. Also fraud. Fraud needs to be rooted out as well. It's the same the amount of hit there's going on all drivers by greed. Yeah. The other day I received a call from an Indian chick saying that my VAH got approved and I need to send some verification over. I laughed at her face. First of all, VHA is like people that have like kids, they have family that you know, and people that are the seal on the door in Division is broken. Okay. So what I'm saying is that BH doesn't cover me because there's no reason for me to get BHA. So she said like that my BHA got approved and I need to send documentation. And she had like the thickest Indian accent. I just laugh at her. I told her like I've seen so many videos of scams like this. I was not gonna fall, and I just hang up on her. Also, by bringing a lot of illegals or letting a lot of illegals entering, you know, a lot of them are gonna be, not all of them, but a lot of them are gonna do like creating chaos. They won't adapt to the society and the country. They want to adapt to society to fulfill their needs. Crimes are gonna pick up. Especially like I'm Hispanic myself, and I know what the Hispanic do, man. The Hispanic man, it is very in with the crime. Not everyone, but there's a lot of crime and a lot of evil thinking within the Hispanic. So of course I will want a lot of those illegals to get out. I talk like this with my coworkers, you know, and they get very well with me. And I told them I understand that they, white people, white friends of mine, they cannot say the things that I say, you know, because they're white and they will be excluded if they say these things that I'm saying. They'll be excluded as racist. But I, an Hispanic myself, I can say these things because it's my culture. And if somebody roots me out to be racist, guess what? I'm Hispanic. I'm talking about my culture. Am I being racist for talking about my culture? An array of masks portraying a range of expression, each with a name plate. They must be the name of the people who made them. Give me that. This bookshelf is well stocked. The abyss of memory, synesthesia, and the body. Oh shit. Bro, I'll slap her, honestly. No, she died! She turned to a ghost! took care of our ghost friend. Why? Why? My grandfather on my mom's side was Mexican. I had a DNA test a while back. I'm 80% Otomi, but the rest of me is European as well. I think the scariest thing to me is the cartel aspect. Some of the videos I've seen just make me wonder how humans can do that to one another, but that's across all culture, really. How can they do it? It's easy. It's the absence of God in their culture. It's plain simple. People that do such evil things to one another is the absence of God in their hearts, in their life, in their culture.
次は私たちの番だから。神隠しにあった5人が順番に。やめてよ。ここにきっと何かあるはず。
Phase 2, Misako Aso. Wait, Aso? So, Aso... Is she a relative of the creator of the Obscura camera? Aso. Camera Obscura. Professor Aso's note. I trusted this prototype camera Obscura to the descendants of the Aso family as proof of the validity of my research. It was with this camera Obscura that I first successfully captured a powerful spiritual force on film. It proved that my theories were correct, and it represents the first step I took on my unprecedented journey. I've yet to put this to the test, but I should also be theoretically possible to capture the forms of the disease on film. However, the camera Obscura has a strong effect on priests, mediums, and others who are able to sense the inconceivable. Hence, I forbid its indiscriminate use.
私の家にあった過去を映すカメラ。これでなくした記憶の手がかりがつかめるはず。
So she is a descendant of the guy that created the camera.
まどかはどこ？
Madako is freaking dead. I'm gonna see if you have any customs available. I can hear a noise coming from somewhere. These are nice. But where are my special customs for the 20th anniversary? Do I need to purchase that? I think I might need to purchase that. Aspect, I can only hope and pray the world will get better. Absolutely. I think that's like one of the best things we can do is that we pray that our police officers have the best intentions in heart and mind, that our politicians are not corrupt, nor they get pushed in a position when they need money from bad aspects of life, and that they have our best interest in life, that our family members are out there doing their best to make society better. You know, that's the best thing how I can put it. You know. Yeah, Madoka was the girl I was playing first. The girl in the tutorial. Equip can be equipped on camera obscura. This obscura are equipped automatically when you alarm game. The noise is making a number on me. How do I turn it off? Right, it's a nurse call from room 203. Maybe Madoka's there. Room 203. Looks like I have to enter a combination. Find the code for the panel. Yeah, how do I do that? The document, infirmary. New building, second floor status, end of July. Room 203, Sacred Moon. Tsukimoji Madoka. What? An introverted child, Madoka seems to be being bullied by other children her age. If you come across any children bothering her, please disciple them. Oh, I will. Shadow Moon, 205, 204. Aiba Lori. Due to the recent death of Tomoko Himuna, patients were moved out of the old building, but Lori locked her door and wouldn't come out. She broke off the doorknob, so staff wishing to enter her room will need to apply force to the door. That's a smart kid. Rainy Moon. What's up with the moon name? 205. Sonohara Yoriko shows no reaction to mirror, so she doesn't appear to have burden, but in conjunction with the worsening of her memory loss. Yoriko's mood and behavior are extremely unstable. She requires careful observation. Wizen Moon, Amaki Kusuto. His is a dude. Kleptomania is getting worse. So this guy likes to steal. And he does not respond to warning. Please report any theft on. Oh, that's the kid that stole the freaking mask. Any theft on discovery, he gets angry when the items are taken to be returned to their owner. So please try to take take them without him noticing. Orchid Moon, Ayako. Intensely aggressive personality, has a propensity to take pleasure in hurting others, displaying no signs of guilt, causes problems with her cruel pranks. I myself have had my ear cut by Ayako, extremely cautious but quiet. Alright, alright, like, that's a psychopath. There's an old Logwood here. I'm going to have to hit the bedroom, bro. I have to work at 12 tomorrow, but I hope you have a good rest of the stream, bro. Take care and God bless. Take care, man, and God bless you too. I'll be heading out in like 30 minutes. I'm just gonna like play a little bit more, and then I'll head out. Definitely. I started like what, like at 10? I think it's like around 2 hour stream. So I'll play like a 30 minutes, and then I'll head out to sleep. Also, reason why, I have a late work call tomorrow, so I don't have to wake up at 5. So I'm trying to make as much use of my time as possible. But hey, man, you have a good night. Take care. God bless you. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for your support. And we'll see you on the next one. No, don't worry. Take care, man. You have a good one. The children have been playing tricks again, opening and closing the door to the second floor ward. I changed the door code regularly, but they seem to find out the new code every time I do. Apparently sorry. Apparently the code game is the new fair way to play. They write the code on the door somewhere and even give each other clues about where to find it. I scold them quite severely, and that's actually a good game to play. Not gonna lie, kids can be assholes. Where to find it? I scold them quite severely about this, and some tears were shed, but the director was told us to be vigilant about the door. The patients might wander the building if that door is left open, so please warn the children about playing with the door. If you see numbers written anywhere, be sure to clean them off. We don't want a repeat of last time. So I pull out the how do I pull out the map? Room to a second Sacred Moon 206 and 207. So I gotta look at those doors and see if there's any writing there. It's locked. Whatever it is written somewhere here. Bro, if they wrote it in Japanese, I'm gonna be so mad. Let me go back to that room. I wanna like make sure. I wanna make sure I leave with everything that I can possibly take. Okay, so there's one more thing. Oh, there's one last thing over here. Herbal medicine. Gotcha. Let's see if there's anything here. Like I have to enter a company, but I don't have it, so can't play with it. The door's closed, so we're gonna stay in the second floor and see what's up. We already started the game and we're already down one man. One man's down, I repeat, one man's down. There's something over there, so I'm gonna take it. New patient memo. To all infirmary staff, a new patient will be admitted to the second floor. Her name is Ayako, and she will be in room 207, Orchid Moon. Ayako will be admitted on the direct instruction of Director Haibara, so we must do everything we can to ensure that her stay is as pleasant as possible. All staff are urged to take the utmost care with dealing with her. There's gotta be something here. I didn't came here for nothing. But will you look at that? Child's drawing. A picture of a clock. I think I've seen it somewhere. Yeah. We're playing that game. An old-fashioned clock shows the face of the moon on its face. There are scratch marks near its feet, where something has been erased. I feel a strong presence. Something might show up if I take a photo. This camera is supposed to have strange powers. Yeah, your great uncle, Uncle Aku did it. Uncle Grandpa did it. 83.95. 83.95. Damn it! That scared me. I'm gonna shit myself here. Examinate. So, must be combined now. bad looking. I like this camera works completely different. I like that. There we go. 2-0. There's appear in the photo. Room with books. I don't think I've seen this place. It's got a lot of books. I think it's here. Let me grab this. It was absolute box. They put a ghost in front of me and a ghost behind me, which is just stupid. In the most claustrophobic environment ever. You have to you gotta pick and choose here who you're gonna get, who's gonna mess with you, who are you gonna mess with, because Man, that was tough. A moldy old letter lies in the gas where the door was removed. Female patient's suicide note. Oh. The fact that you're reading this means that I'm no longer in this world. I am the last living member of my family. My mother died giving birth to me, and fate saw it that both my father and brother uh, met with fatal accidents. The memory of my family and the guilt of being the only one left alive was what kept me going. Now the sickness is taking even more small comforts away from me. My memory is that the only place where my family still lives, yet there is nothing I can do to stop this thing from getting inside me and killing them over again. I can't stand any longer. I remain alive as the people inside me are killed. And the most frightening thing of all is the thought that before long I won't even be aware of what's happening to me. I lose everything, yet I feel nothing. My family faces death after death, yet I feel nothing. That is why I am choosing to leave this world while I have what little time memory remains inside me, while I'm still me. That sucks. Woman hanging herself. They couldn't like depict an actual person hanging themselves. It's like they had to like do it very vaguely. In the first game, you see a genuine person hanging themselves. That shit will not fly in today's video game, bro. Got the alarm upgrade. Yeah, I don't care. Outside, there's nothing in this room because there's no blue thing glowing, so I'm just gonna leave. Go standing on stairs. Alright. With 1 hour and 53 minutes, that's almost 2 hours. I'm gonna leave it here. It was fun. I started the 4th game. Last week we finished the 2nd game, then immediately started the 1st game, and then now on a span of like 3 or 4 days we finished the 3rd game. Now we're in the 4th game, so most likely we're gonna be playing this game all the way through the week, and then by almost the end of the week we should be finishing it, starting with the last game. That'll be all the Fatal Frame games covered till now. Yeah, I am so happy to be playing this franchise. It is very unique in its not only gameplay but its type of horror. You know, kind of like it's Japanese, but it's like the horrors of feudal Japan and like very isolated cases of human sacrifice and shit like that, which I like. It's really cool. I like it. Hopefully they don't take. Oh, sorry, take a almost fell. Hopefully the company that making these games they make another remaster soon or another sequel, because I'm loving this franchise. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you all for showing up and watching, and all I'm gonna say is have a good one, take care, peace out, and God bless you all.
Cool. Can you give me a sec?
Alan, we are so fucked.
Just